Hello everybody, and welcome to the first official episode of Sagevivor Season 3 Enchanted Forest. Now, just because this is the first official episode, make sure to check out the cast reveal. That was posted a little bit ago. This is not going to be posted till after the season, but I am recording this and editing this episode as it happens in real time. So, you'll get the real-time experience when you're watching Sagevivor here, even though by the time you're watching it, it's been completed on Discord. So, make sure to check out the Sagevivor Discord if you want to stay up to date in Discord as it happens for season 4, and we'll be talking more about that at the very end of all these episodes. But yeah, otherwise you can watch it here and you will see here first all of their confessionals and kind of how we put it together. Now, there was a couple big things to start off this season that I kind of want to get into, and then we're just going to rush you in and let you see everybody's confessionals and kind of what was happening this first tribal. There's a couple twists this season. There's a lot of twists this season, but there's a couple main ones that I announced the first day. The first one being that in the Enchanted Forest, when people fall asleep, the forest moves while they're sleeping, and you may fall asleep next to certain people, and you'll wake up to another group of people. Meaning that during this game of Sagevivor, as Rick Devin said in the cast reveal video, we will be swapping every single round. So obviously this is going to get crazy really, really quick. I'm going to color coordinate everybody's confessionals so you kind of know what tribe they're on and all that good stuff. So hopefully it should be easier for you to follow along. The next twist is connected by fate. So 2 random selected people, and all of them are thrown into this. So there's 18 players, there's 9 pairs total. And these people are able to talk to each other no matter what, at any time. If they're not on the same tribe, if one of them is exiled, it doesn't matter. They are always connected by fate. And so that's how they'll be playing this game. And that's just how it is. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. It happens. Those are the first couple main twists of the game going into this. Then we've got lots of other good twists coming throughout it. There are special twists in this game called Fate Advantages that directly correspond to your Connected by Fate partner, where either one of you has to sacrifice a vote to get an extra vote or something like that. There are options and different things, so we'll kind of hit those as they come up. Actually, somebody found an idol in the first episode, so we'll get into that as well. Let's jump into it. Enough of me talking. Let's go ahead and talk to the contestants, see their confessionals, and see what happened this cycle.
Hello everybody. Okay, so let's just get into this. The game starts. I'm on a tribe of 6 people. There's me, Zamara, Mia, Jordan, Casper, and Brandon. Only 6 people on a team. I mean, it makes things a lot more interesting if we lose a challenge. Thankfully, we did not lose this challenge, which I'll get into more a little bit later. Zamara and Mia, I vibe with them. They're pretty cool. I like talking to them. They don't bore me. Jordan is like, they're okay, not as exciting as Zamara and Mia are. And then we got Brandon and Casper, who they're like, I don't know, they're kind of like wet rags. They're just like, I don't know, they're just not, I just don't vibe with it. Don't vibe with them. But of course, you know, I gotta pretend to vibe with them so that I'm in like a good position in the game. I don't want to seem like I'm giving them the cold shoulder or anything, so yeah. Right off the bat, Jordan, Mia, me, and Zamara formed an alliance called the Gems Alliance. It's the first letter of all our names. Will that alliance last? To be honest, probably not. I mean, what's the chance that all 4 of us, like, make it to the merge, you know, or end up on all 4 of us end up on a tribe together? Slim, to be honest. And, like, I mean, I'd rather be part of the alliance than not be part of it, so I'm glad I was included. You know, the more connections I have, then the more relationships I have is better than not having them in the first place. even if this alliance doesn't go anywhere, at least I have it. I can at least say I did have it, compared to like Casper and Brandon. So that's good. I'm immediately in an alliance, which good puts me in a good spot. Yeah.
Hello, it's Mia. Here's my first confessional for the org. First thoughts. I think most people on my team so far, I mean, obviously it's gonna get swapped, are really. My roommate's laughing at me. But I think most of my team is pretty good so far. I got basically immediately put into a 4-man alliance called the Gems, which, 4 out of 6 of the people on the tribes, or 4 out of 7. It's 7 people. Yeah, 4 out of 7 of people. No. 4 out of 6 people on the tribe. I was right the first time. And so that puts me in a great position, especially since I am fated, or like fate bound, or whatever the whole twist is called, to Brandon. So that puts me in good graces of 5 out of 6 people in the tribe. So let's just say I'm a little bit safe with most people, and hopefully it'll continue on into the swap. It'll also be, just as safe. So things look like they're going pretty good right now. My trust ranking for these people that I've met would probably be Brandon at the top, since we're fated, and then Zamara, and then Ethan, and then Jordy, and then Casper at the very bottom. And that's mostly just because, especially for Ethan, he's going to be a big problem later on if he doesn't get knocked out, because he's very social and he gets in everybody's good graces super well. And ideally, I'll keep him around for now, but if he can get knocked out soon, I wouldn't be upset about that. So, that's my first confessional, and there's not much to talk about right now. And if anybody has those advantages that were bought, I would say it's either Casper or probably Zamara or Jordy, because I don't think Brandon took it, and I don't think Ethan's stupid enough to take it. So, cool. I look like a mess right now, but that's my confessional.
So, basically to get into it, so far, I am definitely feeling best about Danny. Danny is definitely someone I see going pretty far with. Knowing me, though, I'm not very loyal. But I could make an exception here. I'm really looking forward to the swap, because just looking at the DM count, even Matt, who's my number 2, I got more DMs with Jamal. Everyone here is just so dry, other than Danny, to be honest. I don't know. They just send all these 2-word responses. I don't know how to respond to that. Jamal, half of his responses are just LOL. What am I supposed to say? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the swap. That you get here. But glad to win that challenge. With my hair and toenail clippings, that one didn't really help, so glad that didn't screw us over. But I enjoy taking risks, so I didn't really mind. So worth it regardless. Taking risks is fun. I'm all about having fun. When I'm not having fun, I get bored. That's probably why I'm so messy and chaotic. But yeah. I don't know. I never do voice confessions. I'm just rambling. Yeah. I guess that's it. I gotta go pick up my girlfriend. So, just real quick before I'm but yeah, for the swap, and whole tribe is very dry, except for Danny. Cyan, however you pronounce his name. I really hope, honestly, I kind of hope he swaps with me, just so I can vote him out. That's how much I I mean, he's so inactive. So inactive. He sends 2 messages to me, basically. And then he's talked more in the tribe chat somehow. I don't even know. I just want him gone. And then I can keep all the advantages that we might get to myself. Same thing that happened with Rylall back in Sagevivor, but that one screwed me over. Should have worked with Rylall on that. Because he's a lot more active this time. But this is the coolest story. I want him gone so much right now. Okay. That's pretty much it. Peace.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my confessionals. And this time I'm doing trust tracking. Alright, so I'm just gonna get into it because last time I tried recording this, it was 12 minutes, and I'm not going for 12 minutes again. So, yeah. So, number 1 is gonna be Killer. Killer is my partner, and I trust Killer to a point. And I feel like Killer is someone that I could stick with, as long as I don't have too much power with him. But we could have a Killer name, no pun intended, but like a nickname like the Night Killers or whatever. So it's not worth it for him to get rid of me. It's not worth it for me to get rid of him because we don't have any advantages or power. And yes, like the 12 minutes killed me in my voice, kind of. But I'm still trying to talk, and I hope I don't blow up my vocal cords going into this any further. So, yeah. So, Killer is someone that I like. It's not worth it for me to get rid of him. I know I just said that, but I just want to reiterate that. And yeah, I've had a lot of messages with him. And yeah, if I could go forward with Killer, I feel like he's going to become a very big threat. And so am I, hopefully. So, no. I want him to be more threatening to me, so I have a reason to get rid of him, and he has to have a reason to get rid of me. Sorry, I'm just like thinking. So, yeah. Killer, gonna be number 1. And I feel like Killer is going to become someone powerful. Anyways. Next on to the list. Killer was number 1. My number 2 is going to be Lucas. And here's why Lucas is going to be number 2. I had amazing conversations with this guy. We talk about Master Chef, we talk about Hell's Kitchen. Like, cooking shows is a passion. And it's an obsession. Lucas thought I was going to get rid of him, but he read the message wrong, and he's just like so paranoid about another tribal, and I'm cutting him a lot of slack on that because I just got voted out of an org like, what, 5 days ago? And I'm still not over it. By the way, Cody, fuck you. Anyways, yeah. I'm feeling pretty good about Lucas and our bond. I am really gonna bring him forward, and if he got rid of me, good for him, actually. So, yeah. I am very much in love with Lucas, not in a gay way, of course. Well, of course, like Rudy Bosch said, not in a homosexual way, that's for sure. And that does not fly in 2024. We all know that pretty much now. Anyways, so yeah. Lucas is number 2. Number 3 is Vintage. I think Vintage spent all of our money, and I'm kind of pissed about that. You know, if Vintage didn't do that, I'd probably put him at number 2. But Vintage is pretty cool. You know, I don't know if it was Pixel that actually got rid of all the money, but you know, Vintage seemed pretty quiet about it, somewhat. But you know, he was like, yeah, I think he was the one that said, "Let's discuss it as a tribe because we need to know where the money is going and who it is going to." Yeah, I think Vintage, in my theory about him being the one that spent all the money, that kind of sucked. That we couldn't just go for anything else. And now my theory has really changed to another person. That's going to be the person that's number 4 for me. So Vintage, I've had great conversations with Vintage. You know, he's the guy I could talk to about Big Brother, and he has not seen up to season. Yeah, he hasn't seen after season 10 for Big Brother, so I'm gonna talk to him about that shit and really give it to him. But yeah, he's a Dr. Will or Mike Boogie type of guy, but I always prefer Dr. Will over Boogie. Controversial opinion? Not really, because Dr. Will's a fucking maniac, and so am I. I don't know if I'd go on Big Brother and play like Dr. Will. I'd probably play with Johnny Mac, who was my favorite Big Brother player. Anyways, so yeah, Vintage number 3. Number 4 is Pixel, and I think Pixel was actually the one that spent all the tribe money. And here's why: Pixel has immunity. He wanted to guarantee his own safety. That's kind of selfish, not gonna lie, but it's also a good move for him. But you know, Pixel was like, "Oh, I just stumbled up on it." Bullshit. That's bullshit. Like, we all know it is. Nobody's falling for that shit. Anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're going to die with this struggle, and I'm glad with swapping, but I probably would go after Pixel next. Also, if he's on the tribe with me next, then that shit would be the bomb. No, but Pixel's a good guy. Yeah, I wouldn't blame him. So Pixel's number 4. Number 5 is Hunter, who I haven't talked to at like not that much. You know. But we talk about the origins of our names, and that's something. Hunter can really be someone who's quiet, and I'm kind of sensing that in a way, because a lot of people are saying that they haven't talked to him, specifically Killer, who told me that straight up. So, yeah, I'm hoping that if Hunter stays, I could talk to him more, but yeah, it's gonna probably be hard to explain what was going on here, but it also might be easy. So, yeah, Hunter is number 5, and to that conclusion, I'm just gonna recap who places where. Killer's number 1, Lucas number 2, Vintage number 3, Pixel number 4, and Hunter number 5. Thank you for watching.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen of Sagevivor, welcome to Vintage's second video confessional, both in one night. Oh my god, I got so much tea for you guys, like you guys. Okay, but I'm getting a text from this girl who's really pretty named Taylor, who coincidentally happens to be my girlfriend. She's scolding me because I got voted out of my Big Brother org, and she's like telling me all about how she knew that I shouldn't have been over the top because I was gonna get voted out, and I'll give her the fucking benefit of the doubt and say, yeah, she fucking did. I didn't expect it, okay? I've never been voted out that early for being over the top. I didn't realize that people would flip on me as much as they did, okay? Whatever, here. So, okay guys, in regards to the tea, 4 people got together in a voice call, and it was originally just going to be me and Hunter, and then Pixel sends us a DM saying, hey, can I come in? And I'm like, fuck yeah bro, come in. And we start talking, us three. And then we just start like talking games, shit like that. Pixel starts DMing me about how I should start suggesting that we should make a 3-person alliance with Hunter. And I'll be for real and say, it wouldn't have been a bad idea if Pixel were to have the one with initiative, but I have a feeling he wants to pin it on me because he's seen me playing his other game and he knows that I'm willing to do things, but the problem is he can pin that shit on me and then I get to look bad, so I'm not doing that again. I'm not going to overplay and I'm not going to be the over-the-top person that I am because I want to make it to fucking jury, bitches. And with this fucking dumb twist, I might be able to use my social gaming abilities in order to make that happen, but I know a lot of the people on this cast, and like, oh man, like, it's a problem, right? Genuinely. But so then Killer joins the call in the middle of us, like all just talking and vibing, and then we start talking game. Like it goes down to like, yo, who do you guys want to vote out? And then we all just start saying, basically like, how about we just agree to not vote out anyone in this group of people? And who is in the group of people? Lucas and Knight. And I'm gonna be for real and say, like, from Knight's video, he seems like such a vibe, but during the texting is just not it all the time, okay? And I low-key, like, talked to Pixel and I was like, I think I low-key, like, want to push Knight more than I do Lucas. And I talked to Killer, and me and Killer have an alliance with Lucas after previously discussing, like, Lucas has a weird time zone. If we decide to keep him in this first vote, we'll have his loyalty, and Lucas was the one who suggested making an alliance with me and Killer, and he made it himself. So we're balling there. And so, low-key, I didn't want Lucas to be the one mentioned, but we managed to all, like, coalesce into, like, kind of like a sort of a, like, Alcoholics Anonymous type meeting where it was like, what do you like about this person? What did you talk about with him? And we basically made like an impromptu alliance in the voice call where we all agreed on who we wanted to vote out, and we fucking kind of went to the consensus that like Knight would probably be a person we would feel less bad voting out based on the fact that that Lucas has a weirder time zone, and we can argue that fact. And right now it seems like Knight's gonna go home. I get to keep my my thingy-majiggy, my safety without power, and we're balling. And fuck yeah. And then another thing is, like, after Pixel left the call, Killer, oh my god, cat. The Killer said, he fucking said basically, like, can I be a little sus, guys? And we're like, fuck it, dude, be a little sus. And he was like, I think the person who took the more money was either Pixel or Knight. And then I agreed and said, yeah, like, it just seems a little odd that they tried to, like, time it the minute the Hunter came into the tribe, right? Like, I don't think it was Hunter. And, like, I admitted that I bought fucking Chase's hair. I didn't admit that I bought fucking Taylor's fingernail and a safety without power. And I also attempted to buy the single immunity idol piece. Like, I ain't admitting to that. Sorry, bro. But yeah, that's my tea so far, guys. Like, what do you guys think? I don't know. I want to, like, I wish I could talk to someone about this. I can't. But, see you later, alligators.
Hello, well, this is my first, like, confessional, I guess, that's going to be an episode. So I'm gonna make it a bit, like, short and sweet, but basically, I kind of like my tribe, minus the fact that someone spent a bunch of money. It wasn't me. I do think it was Knight, basically, because I did see him online, basically, like, during the whole time. So I just think it was him, and, I mean, I talked with others who were already voting him out, so it doesn't really matter much. But, since this is the first time you guys get to meet me, what can I say? I trust Vintage a lot. Let me just go down the cast at this point. Lucas, haven't really talked too much, but I do see myself working with him in the future. Knight's going home right now. Killer is cool. I like Killer a lot. And Hunter is alright. I mean, all the money disappeared, like, an hour after Hunter came back, so I do have my speculation on that as well. Over on the other tribes though, my secret partner is Ethan. He is with Brandon and Casper. I know both of them, so I'm really hoping I make it to merge with all three of them. That would be amazing. Other than that, based off of intros, I don't really like Cyan that much. They just seem a bit extra, but it's whatever. It's fine. We'll just see how we go from here. I'm immune at least, so we'll see my tribe next few hours, I guess. But thank you all for listening. Bye.
Hello, Sagevivor. This is Jordy. I'm here for day 1 confessional. Just gonna be running down the tribe so far, along with Danny, who's my fated mate in this game. Let's see. Marooning. Okay, Ethan. So, starting with Ethan, he has not messaged me at all, and I think he's talked in tribe chat. Yeah, he's talked in tribe chat, and he reacted to his stuff in Marooning channel. But he hasn't messaged me, so that's a little weird. Don't know what's going on there. Maybe he's busy or something, which is fair. Like the game started late at night today, so that's kind of not that unexpected. But anyway, obviously he's at the bottom because he's the only one that has not replied to me. Oh well, probably he will hopefully be more active tomorrow. Brandon's interesting. I played with Brandon in musical orgs. Recently, actually, maybe 2 weeks ago or something like that. I voted him out, I think, at our first tribal pre-merge. I think he was first boot. And on top of that, I also clowned on him in my confessionals, on his way out. Not to him directly, but if he read my confessionals right after, he would have seen that, and that's unfortunate. I didn't personally attack him. I think he was just a really. I don't know. I don't think he's a good game player. Maybe he's different here. Maybe he was just busy during our last season. But yeah. At least I don't think Brandon's gonna be a threat to me at all because of that. I don't know. He just wasn't very good at getting people to trust him, which was his downfall. So maybe that'll be the same case here. But yeah. I did go on to win that season that I voted him out in. So yeah, that could be rough. He could use it to give me a threat level that I don't want here, but we'll see. So ideally he either goes out quick in the game, or I get him really loyal to me. That way I can, he's not going to raise the threat level of one of his top allies. So either way, I don't see as much of a difference, because I'm not that threatened by him, at least from what I know of his gameplay. But yeah, anyway. Casper, I really like Casper so far. He's definitely been the most active in terms of replying to me. Yeah, I've definitely talked to him the most, and the conversation's been pretty good. So yeah, I like Casper. Mia, I actually really like her. She had to go to bed pretty early, but the conversation we did have before she went to bed, I actually liked it more than I liked mine with Casper's. I don't know. And it's normal small talk shit, but I liked her energy more than I liked Casper's. She seemed eager to play, and that's something I like. Finally, Zamara. Zamara's been decent. We've had she's talked the least, right at in front of Ethan for me, but I think she has more personality than Brandon a little bit. So, she's middle of the pack for me. But hopefully we'll be able to bond tonight. Because she is online now, and some of you have gone to bed. So yeah, that's everyone on the tribe. I would say Casper and Mia are my favorites so far, but it's day 1. That can definitely change later. And then as for my duo partner by fate, Danny, I think he's 12 or 14 or something. Also Ethan's online now. Anyway, yeah, I think Danny's 12 or something, which is gonna be fun to deal with, just because I don't know. kids and orgs is always weird to me. I think he's definitely in high school, and I don't know how old, but anyway, just from how he just the way he texts me, and like, you know, I think I'm gonna get annoyed pretty easily. I generally vibe best with like people in their 20s. Those are normally the people that I like am able to connect best with, just because we're around a similar age. You know, old people don't use too much grammar, like Brandon, and some people are, and then young people are way too annoying, like Danny. Not that Danny's annoying, but I don't know. I also think this is just my prediction, but I think Danny's going to be a really chaotic presence in the season, so I'm going to be pretty hesitant to trust him with some stuff. Obviously, he has an incentive to work with me because of this by fate thing, but I don't know. I feel he just gives me a chaotic vibe, just based off of the small conversation we've had. So, yep, that's day one. Gonna go try to socialize. Peace.
Alright, well, I was hoping for a honest to goodness video confessional, but as I'm still sick, I don't really feel like it. However, there are a lot of developments to discuss in the game thus far. As I'm sure my confessional no doubt tells, I've been a bit of a chaos player in this game. First off, started day one, really good alliance with Danny. Him and I connected instantly. He just seems like a really friggin' cool guy. And I mean, I don't know this much else to say beyond that. We're each other's ride or die, JT Steven vibes. And yeah, no, I feel super solid with him. Discussed all the game plans, everything necessary going forward. And on the total opposite side of the spectrum, we have Cyan, someone who completely iced me out day one. Apparently they were going through something personal on their own time, which obviously very unfortunate to hear. However, when it comes to the game, I just can't go back and trust him. I threw his name out to basically the entire tribe, so I don't think, even going back, I don't think there's a way to repair that bridge. Going back to people I do trust, Mason. Mason seems like a very swell individual. Told us the truth about his voyage. Seems good with me and Danny. Yeah, seems like a very cool guy. Looking forward to working with him more. Blaze, same story. Really haven't talked too much with him, especially about the game. I'm just throwing out Cyan in case we're going tribal, which, can we get like a shout out to the chat? Like, we're not going to tribal. Like, that's crazy. We spent almost all of our money, but one tribe is left with $5, which is very hilarious. And last but not least, we have Jamal. Jamal is a wild card. Man's said I was his like best ally day one, and then went back on that. Wanted to vote at Cyan super determinedly. Went back on that. So really just a wild card, and apparently him and Blaze are partners. Soul linked, connected by fate. That's what it's actually called. So they could be a deadly duo. I can't really force one against the other. Not that I would at this point, because we're just going to swap. However, there's a lot to dissect there. I am scared about my partner, Lucas. He doesn't seem like he's in the best spot, and his tribe is going to tribal. So hopefully he can get out unscathed, otherwise me buying that advantage was borderline useless because, well, it doesn't serve a point without my partner. And yeah, he seems like a really good guy, but he's kind of on the outs, so if he makes it out, I'm another good ally, but if not, well, I'm still in a friggin' fantastic spot, I'll be real. I don't have much read on the other tribe, besides I know Jordy and Danny are partners, but Jordy seems to be relatively clammed up in what they want to discuss. All in all, I'm in a really friggin' good spot. Like, in my confessionals early on, I was scared that Danny might, flip-flop on me, but now, that is all gone. Danny, I could tell everything to. Yeah, he's my ride or die. The only thing I would see is, like, in, like, very, very late endgame, like, final 5, if he goes back on his word, but at the moment, I don't see that happening. So, yeah, looking forward to the next swap, next challenges, get to meet all new people once again. Well, maybe not all new people, hopefully. But yeah, things are looking good for Matt.
Hey y'all, this is Lucas. Yeah, the game begins. We are on 3 tribes. of 6, Sage announced a lot of twists. I was expecting nothing less. Like, it's Sage. Just kidding. But yeah. One twist is the constant swap. So each round, a tribe swap. I liked it. The other one is the connected by fate. This means each person is in a duel with someone else, whether they are on the same tribe or not, and until one of them is voted out. This is a secret. You can keep it, you can share it. Yeah.
Okay, so Vintage is talking to me a lot and giving me a lot of information, and I like Vintage, but I can't tell if any, I can't tell what's true and what's not, because there's not any proof of this. It's like he's trying to butter me up a little bit, which, I mean, that's fine. I don't really have any evidence to support this, but I'm still on the lookout because, I mean, I have no reason to trust him or distrust him, but it's still good to be vigilant. He's trying to convince me not to vote for Killer, which was my original plan, but I'll rethink it a little bit with this new information. However, it probably won't change. But I'm just so, I don't know how honest he's being with me is the thing. And I don't know, he said that I was one of his top people, and I mean, while that might be true, I don't know if it's one of my, I just don't know. So I have to be careful. So I look in the channel and I see we have 5. You counted it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, you know how to count. I'm proud of you. We have $5 left. You know what just happened? Vintage came online, and we're going to tribal. Girl. Oh my god. See, and Zamara's saying they have $455 left. That's a bit weird to me, because she said they had 25. So how did they get more money? I wonder, how did they get more money? Because she said previously that they got that much money, that they had $25 left, and then now they have 455. That's weird to me. I'm on to her. Hey y'all, we're on day 3 of Survivor, so that's fun. The current situation is that there is a flash sale and everything's $10. But see, the thing is, I'm worried enough about us going to tribal because I've got word from a little birdie that we might have the least, well, actually 2 little birdies, that we might have the least money. And so I'm hoping that people will spend their money on the flash sale, and hopefully we will be okay. Because I heard from Zamara that her tribe might have $25 left, but she said she don't know, which I'm hoping that she ain't lying to me. But I also heard from someone that another tribe has 50, and I'm like, okay, that we're in the bottom if that's the case. So if we do end up going to the bottom, then I'm hoping that me interacting with everyone and kind of being myself with them will help them not vote for me, because I don't want to go home first. So yeah.
Well. First rankings time. I don't know how during VC chess rankings will go. I'll probably post it and point afterward. Look it up, but I just felt like talking rather than typing right now. So number 1 is definitely Mac. Not even close. No one else is all that appealing to me. Give perspective. Yeah, at least. I'm actually one I connect the best with, the one I talk the most game with, and the only one who I've promised anything, so he's definitely number one for me. And, honestly, Mason's probably number two for me right now. He's growing on me. At first, I was like, this dude's kind of dry, but now, yeah, I like him. We're very similar with a lot of our interests and stuff. And like, yeah, I definitely would like to work with him in that if we all survive these mini swaps. I'm not gonna tell him about my idol, yeah, because that's, like, you know, Thunder says, loose lips sink ships, and I'm not trying to get my ship sunk just yet. And number 3, we got Bitch Jamal. I love that man. I would love to be friends with him after the game, but inside the game, he scares me. Like, just with his chaoticness. Like, there's chaotic, and then there's Jamal. And like, before, whatever tonight was, he would have been 2 for me. But he lost a lot of my trust with all of his rogue, frantic, trying to save Cyan and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I don't know. Whatever, man. My fellow Illinois Treat bestie. Then at number 4, we got Blaze, the Scottish scoundrel. He is, I really don't know what to say about him. He's a background character right now. He's like one of those B-roll clips that you just have there as filler until you can start running characters against more perspective. And then Cyan is poor Cyan. I don't know why he's here. I don't know why he signed up. I don't know why he got casted. I'm gonna not be too mean because, like, he had a whole bio about, like, do not interact and stuff there for a while. So that he's, like, dealing with some shit, so I'm not mad at him or anything. It's just from a pure game perspective, he did not deserve to get cast. And of course, if something comes up as to why he's missing, then of course it'll all be chill, cool beans, and I get it. Until I hear anything, I'm kinda just curious as to what the reason for that was. That was probably his casting, his intro video. He legit had my favorite intro video out of anyone.
As you can tell in that last confessional, Danny was the one who found the idol. Congratulations to Danny for finding that thing so freaking quick. It was hidden in the cast reveal video that I posted at the very beginning of the season here, and he found it in the description, so shout out to him. Let me explain how the decaying idol works so everybody kind of knows what he's got in his pocket and what we're doing. So, the decaying idol, it starts with 8 votes that you're able to block in one tribal council, and it can be split between as many people as you want in that tribal council. Now, all of those votes, whenever you decide to use it, you have to use them all in one tribal council. Okay, you can't be taking that over multiple tribal councils. Here's the catch. For every cycle you don't use it, it loses a vote that it's able to block. So, Danny started with 8 votes that he was able to block, and after this cycle, he'll only have 7 votes that he's able to block, so on and so forth, until it's dead. It kills itself. Because magic is ever fleeting. My dog's barking and I'm kind of worried about it. But yeah, let's get to tribal council. Alright, getting into Tribal Council. If you guys didn't already kind of pick up the vibes of what the Tribal was going to be for the Serena tribe, let me go ahead and show those votes to you here. It was a pretty clean sweep for Hunter, unfortunately. Now, shout out to Hunter. This was his first ever org, and he chose like one of the most intense ones to play for his first time. Great confessionalist. Really enjoyed having you and hosting you, Hunter. So if you're watching this in the future, I hope you had a good time with it. But that being said, it was a 5-1, and Hunter is our first boot of season 3. Going into that, they obviously are going to swap after this because we swap after every single Tribal Council. More on that in the next episode. Who do you think is going to be swap screwed, and how is this going to affect everybody's gameplay? We will find out more in the next episode, and let me show you this because I thought it was cute.